working?
Uh, so what's been working? Just word of mouth, just boots on the ground type of marketing. Um, and just now I'm getting more so into mixers and subcontracting events, and I got my PMP certification. So I just been going to seminars for the PMP, the chapter here in Atlanta, uh, and pretty much just sustainable relationships over time since 2019.
Okay. Excuse me. And I never know what people have seen of me prior to coming into this Zoom. So tell me about your journey that ended up in this phone call.
You actually been sending me consistent text messages and emails. Uh, but I just happened to click on this one, and I seen your direct approach when it comes to the video that which we was required to look at before getting on the call. I don't know if you're familiar with it, or you have
Oh, I know exactly
a
what that video is. In fact, I
yeah.
require people to watch it prior to having a live conversation with me because that guy asked me more questions than anybody had ever asked me before.
Right. So I didn't get all the way through it because I was actually in the gym at the time, but now I'm home. So I was actually trying to look more into it before we got on the call, but here we are.
Okay, well, tell me what you learned, if anything, in that video.
Um, that he is absolutely right when it comes to you know, people like bidding super low on projects and it's not being regulated in that aspect. But he was talking more so from a residential general contractor standpoint, from dealing with the illegal aliens and things like that, taking their jobs and just bidding super low. And it's somewhat similar to what I've been experiencing in the commercial capacity, where I know for a fact that the sometimes the coding that's required, the material cost exceeds the bidding price. You know what I mean? They're not making little to nothing. You know what I mean? Especially if they paying workers. Sometimes they require 5 or 6 people to do the installment because of the technicality of the specialty coding. So when I see award projects being awarded to like firms like that, I'd be asking the same question, like how is it regulated? Like how do we
I'm on a
compete?
Zoom. Can I call you right back? Sorry, my wife called in. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, happy wife, happy life, right? But how do we compete with that?
Sure. Um, did you get to the part where I talk about the 200 square foot tiny house?
No.
Okay. That's the most important part of that video. I want you to take the time that you are going to take now with me, and I want you to go back and finish that video.
Okay.
When you're done with the complete video, I want you to just text back to the system that put you in this Zoom and say, I watched it all the way to the end and I still want to talk. And then I'll give you a link and we'll get right back in here. But before you go, I want to teach you something.
Hmm.
I'm going to ask you a question. I want you to say yes or no. And I think I know the answer, but I'm going to ask it anyway. Do you know what a Sam.gov registration is?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Now, you and I are going to play a game. It's a fifth grade level game, but it's going to light a light bulb off in your head. Okay. I'm going to give you the answer to the question before I ask you the question. Are you ready for the answer?
Sure.
The answer is SAM registration. Are you ready to play?
Let's do it.
There's one thing and one thing only required to be a federal government construction contractor, and that is a.
Sign registration.
So if you sell cake mix to the Navy so they can make cakes on ships, what do you need?
Sam registration.
If you sell bullets or aircraft parts or even construction goods and services, what do you need?
The same applies.
Okay, now we're going to play the other part of the game. If you and I walk through a neighborhood in Atlanta and I point to the top of a power pole and say, that's a transformer, would you recognize that as transformer?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to give you 3 scenarios on a federal contract. Scenario number 1, the transformer shall be replaced by a licensed electrician in the state of Georgia. Now, that has nothing to do with the company that got the job. All they needed was a SAM registration. But you would have to coordinate on scenario number 1, a licensed electrician to go out there and replace that transformer, right?
Correct.
Scenario number 2, the transformer shall be replaced by a licensed electrician. Well, now any licensed electrician from any state can go into Georgia and replace that transformer. Understand that this is federal eminent domain property. There is no such thing as a state inspector going on to a federal job.
Right.
Okay. Scenario number 3, the transformer shall be replaced. That literally means that you and I can go out there and replace that transformer on a Saturday. Okay. Again, nothing to do with the company that got the job. Nothing to do with the company name that got the job. If your name of your company is Vin Kelty Flooring, you can get a roofing job. Because do you think our federal government, we the people, would stand for the government not awarding a contract to you because of the name of your company?
Right.
The color of your skin?
Right.
We wouldn't stand for that. Okay? All you need is a SAM registration. And that's how I can tell you that I have done $1 billion worth of work for the federal government. I have never had a license of any kind other than a driver's license. So let me ask you this. Can you bid currently, you're Sam.gov registered, can you bid a roofing job in Oklahoma?
Yes.
Can you find subcontractors that will do that work?
Yeah.
Can you bid a flooring job in Washington State?
Yes.
Because you speak the language of flooring contracts, can you find a guy that can do that kind of work in that area?
Correct.
You will hear me talk in some of my videos about being a national federal government construction contractor. I'm telling you right now, that's a made-up term. It is absolutely 100% meaningless, because what makes me a national federal government construction contractor?
I mean, your ability to delegate in multiple states.
Nope. A Sam.gov registration.
Right.
If you're Sam.gov registered, are you a national federal contractor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Technically, yeah.
That's right. Technically, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, in Sam.gov, what differentiates you from somebody who sells paper?
They're not registered.
No. In Sam.gov, if they sell paper to the federal government, they're registered, right? What differentiates you in Sam.gov from being a paper guy? Some company, Dunder Mifflin, that's a paper supplier. Okay. It's your NAICS code. Have you ever heard that term, NAICS code, NAICS?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. That's what differentiates companies in Sam.gov. Okay. So, what does it mean to be a national federal government construction contractor? It means that you're Sam.gov registered and you have the NAICS code for construction goods and services, right?
Correct.
So repeat after me. My name's Vin Kelty, and I am a national federal government construction contractor.
My name's Vin Kelty, and I'm a national
federal government
construction contractor.
Isn't that a true statement?
Yes.
Fuck yeah. Dude, congratulations.
I
Now
know,
I'm
likewise.
opening your mind, right?
Right.
Okay. Look, People are a product of their environment. You're
Mhm.
only exposed to whatever you're exposed to in life. Okay. The whole
Mhm.
purpose of these meetings, some people come into these Zooms and they think this guy's going to try and sell me something. Do I
Mhm.
sound like I'm trying to sell you anything? Am I giving you here's your 7 key steps to becoming a federal government contractor? And if you buy my shit today for 1990, are you hearing anything like that?
Nah, not in that respect.
Okay. Look, I put a lot of value in people that I talk to watching that video. Get off the Zoom with me, go watch it, text me that you've watched it if you still want to talk, and
Mhm.
then let's talk.